I really can't stop. Baby, it's cold outside.
Baby, it's cold outside. Man, I'll tell you what, this is the Colonel Mr. Bigg coming to you for the 18th time. God, that seems like a lifetime ago, but 18 times. And
Crazy.
man, we just had a wreck in Wisconsin. The snow must be falling.
I had my arm on Trey. I'm at Sam's house. I had my arm on Trey's high chair, and it just decided to fall apart.
Thank God there wasn't a baby in there.
Yeah, no kidding. They're down in Texas, and up
Hey,
here you can see behind me, Tommy. It's blustery. We didn't get as much snow as they were talking. Probably, I don't know. I haven't been outside yet, 3-4 inches, but it's extremely windy.
really? Well,
Yeah,
it's actually it's supposed to get up to 70, 72 here today, and then go from
nice,
72 to 25 tomorrow morning.
unreal,
It's
unreal.
crazy. It's this is the type of weather to get really sick in, or
Yeah,
I noticed the grandkids. My one grandson, great grandson, had a fourth birthday yesterday, and we were over there, and a lot of the kids had runny noses, and I think it's all has to something to do with the weather. But it was Bo's fourth birthday today is, and he had his birthday party yesterday, but he's big time into Spider-Man, so I never saw so damn many goddamn Spider-Man gifts and blankets, and I didn't know they made such a thing. I mean, it's just
yeah.
crazy, and the way he, the way he said thank you after opening each gift, he wouldn't say thank you. He just put his hands out like he was extending the strings like Spider-Man did.
You gotta love kids.
Oh yeah, you
You
got
gotta
to.
love
But
kids.
yeah, this weather is crazy. It's nuts.
Y-
It's
Just last week we had 73. Last Tuesday, I think it was. And now it's below zero. We're probably below zero with the wind. The wind is like 50-mile-an-hour gusts. It's unreal.
we had
It's unreal.
65 on our gust here Friday, and then they say tomorrow will be the coldest St. Patrick's Day in Indiana in 100 years, which is, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but somebody up there is pissed about something, and they're paying us back, I think. But
Every year during state basketball, we always get a blizzard.
yeah,
Always get a
yeah.
blizzard.
Well, we used to do that, and anymore we haven't gotten any. We're supposed to get a little bit of snow tomorrow, but tomorrow night. But I don't think it's going to be a lot. But it's supposed to be cold, which is crazy. We're supposed to have our, I think our first softball scrimmage on Friday. I don't know if that, but they say it's supposed to be 70 on Friday. So who knows?
Yeah.
It's just real
I
crazy. But
I love Wisconsin, but it's this time of the year when I ask myself, why do I live up north?
yeah, if you could forget the winters, the rest of it would be fantastic. It's
Yeah.
a good time of the year. But well,
Yeah.
let's dive into the wide world of Colonel Mr. Big Sports, and we'll start by talking local sports. You got some updates on your local sports there, Mike, in Wisconsin?
Yeah, we hit 3 sectional games from Thursday till yesterday. Jill and I went to 3 games. We went to Seymour at Freedom, a big D3 matchup that was up in Ashwaubenon near Green Bay. And then yesterday we went to a game. Appleton North played Kaukauna at Oshkosh North, a great D1 matchup. And then Seymour had beaten Freedom on Thursday night. So last night we went to Seymour playing Xavier up at Neenah High School, and Seymour just absolutely trounced them. So our state tournament is set in D1. We've got Appleton North, De Pere, Madison Memorial, Wisconsin Lutheran. In D2, West Salem makes a trip back. Slinger, McFarland, and Whitefish Bay. And last night, the Whitefish Bay girls, who have Craig Council's daughter on the team, beautiful girl, they just took home the gold ball last night. D3, St. Croix Central, Seymour, Lake Mills, Racine, St. Catharines. In D4, it's Regis, Bonduel, Cambridge, and Milwaukee Juneau. And a kid from Milwaukee Juneau is actually going to Gonzaga, so that'll be fun to watch. In D5, we've got Prentice, Reedsville, Southwestern knocked off Assumption, who Assumption had beaten Royal a week or so ago. And again, Sheboygan Lutheran, home of Sam Decker, is back this year. So out of the 20 teams, 4 are private,
Oh,
which
is that all?
16 are,
Well,
16 are public, so that's good.
Still 25% is. I see. You said Regis. They're still a powerhouse, huh? That's out La Crosse, right?
Regis out of Eau Claire.
Oh, okay.
You're
In there,
thinking of
Regis.
Aquinas.
Oh, in there.
Aquinas.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aquinas out of La Crosse. They were a powerhouse this year, but they got knocked off, I think, the second round. So,
Oh, okay. Did you say
yep.
Reedsville? Did you say
Uh,
Reedsville? Is that
let
over
me
by
see.
Baraboo? Is
Yep,
that Reedsville? Is that Reedsville over there?
that's Reedsburg.
Oh, Reedsburg. Okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
look and see where Reedsville is from real quick. So, yeah, while I'm looking this up, Tommy, we went up to, so Reedsville, hold on, well, it's on the other side of the lake here, so it's just south of Green Bay.
Oh, okay.
Just a few miles. But we went up to Neenah last night for the D3 game, and this school. I looked it up because we pulled in. It was like, oh my God, the campus, the high school is just absolutely beautiful, and I'd never been there before, and we pulled in, and again, just architecturally, just beautiful. So I looked up the school. I think was open for the kids, the high schoolers, in 2023 or 24. And ChatGPT said they spent 150 to 177 million on this school, and I can believe it.
Really?
Unbelievable,
Huh.
unbelievable. Everything. The gymnasium was incredible. Dual scoreboards with video. The football field is turf. Everything's brand new. They did not leave a stone unturned. They spent their money on that
Huh.
school. It is absolutely beautiful.
So, how are the crowds at those games? Are they pretty well
Huge.
filled? Really? No kidding.
Massive crowds. We bought our tickets online, and when we went yesterday to the Oshkosh North School, it was both games yesterday were just about sold out. I would say, yeah,
No
very
kidding.
very little room. Yeah,
Good. I mean, that's
and
good to hear.
and Thursday night when we went to Ashwaubenon, again another D1 school for a D3 matchup, and they were getting on people to squeeze together and make your buddy smile because there was just
Huh.
they were standing in the corners. They had bleachers all the way around, and then standing in the corners at least 10 deep on each corner,
No
trying to see
kidding.
the game. Yeah,
Huh.
a lot of fun.
Interesting. So, Craig Council's daughter, does she know where she's going to college?
I'm sure they said I wasn't watching real intently, but boy,
Yeah.
she's a nice looking girl,
Oh,
beautiful
really?
girl. Yeah,
Huh.
and a very very strong basketball player. He
Short,
was there.
like her dad? Short like her dad?
She had a little bit of height, probably not real
Really?
tall, five,
Huh.
6, 7 maybe. But
Yeah.
their team was very good, and very athletic.
Well, we have no local teams, but the state finals are set here. But a local county school, Carmel High School boys are in the they're actually going to semi-state. It's crazy here. We play one game for the regional championship, and then you got to play two in the semi-state. So it's kind of crazy but a kid from Carmel High School plays for Miami of Ohio. Good kid there
Hmm.
plays. So that's kind of a local thing there. And as we transition into college basketball, I see where it looks like Miami of Ohio, the MAC Mid America Conference, is going to get two teams in since Miami of Ohio got beat in their first game, but they went undefeated in the regular season. So it looks like they're going to get two teams in. And today's an exciting day. You got some
Yeah.
conference championships, including the Big Ten we'll talk about here in a little bit. And then you got the Selection Sunday has start 6
Yeah.
o'clock tonight. So that's always a good time. And then we usually run a family. I think we include you guys too, but Penny usually runs a bracketology that would,
Hmm.
we put in $10, you can win $200 or something like that, and that's always
Yep.
fun every year, and it gets some bantering back and forth between the family, and then I forget how many billions of dollars spent on gambling during the month of March, but it's kind of crazy. But it looks like the conference tournaments maybe not going to matter much in the final bracketology as far as number ones go. I mean, Duke won yesterday. Florida got killed yesterday by Vanderbilt, but they're still rated to be a number one.
Yep.
Uh, and of course, Michigan, who plays Purdue today, irregardless of what happens there, will be a number one. And the last one is Arizona, who beat Kansas yesterday. No, Houston yesterday to be in number one. So it's interesting. A lot of
Hmm.
interesting schools in there. The Michigan Purdue thing today. Purdue's been playing well, but when you have to play 4 games in a row, day after day after day, that fourth game's got to be tough. And I just don't see Purdue having enough firepower to come out because Michigan is tough. I mean, Michigan, I
Yeah.
could see Michigan win the whole thing. Purdue's been playing excellent. Their big guys have been playing super, but
I,
and Braden Smith's 12 assists away from setting the record, but he hadn't been scoring at all. I mean, he's averaged about 5 points in this Big Ten tournament, and if he don't start scoring, I don't see Purdue going very far in the big tournament. But I think he'll break the record, and I wish he'd do it today so that it'd be out of his system when they start the tournament. So, but that's kind of exciting to watch from our standpoint.
we had a guy next to us. I wasn't able to watch the Badgers yesterday. I was monitoring them on my phone, but we had a guy next to us. They were down like 13, I believe. And
Oh
then next
yeah,
thing you know, they're
yep,
up.
yep.
And Boyd hit a big shot, and then Michigan's stud, of course, won it at the last second. But Wisconsin's
Yeah.
right there. They could do some damage in the tournament.
Oh, without question. They'll get Winter back, I think. So, I mean, I think
Yeah.
that'll help them. But those two guards, and they always say if you have guard play in the NCAA tournament, to take you a long way. So, I mean, if you look
Yeah.
back at the past winners, they've always had excellent guard play. So, I think, well, they think they got Wisconsin rated, is it a 4?
I thought they were
No, a
a
5.
maybe
It's a 5. A 5.
Yeah.
It's a 5. They got them playing McNeese State. I mean, that's in the South region, which is um, they got them a 5. They got Purdue a 3, which don't make a lot of sense. But I think a lot of that goes on Purdue's early success. They got Purdue playing. Who they got them playing? Oh, Wright State, a team out of Dayton, Ohio. But I think the Big Ten. I think it said they're getting 8 teams in, which is kind of. Somebody was arguing the other day that the Big 12 is the best conference in the United States. I'm going, what have you been smoking? The Big 12? There ain't no way. I mean, it's. I mean, the Big 10 is just a brutal conference, just in and out. And I think Michigan, although Michigan State looked bad, I think Illinois. If Illinois could put a run on, Illinois is a good team.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
so it's
And
exciting time of the year.
yeah, Nebraska's good, but they just don't have. I don't think they have the height or the size to go
Yeah,
deep,
yeah.
deep.
I
But a lot of
watched
good teams.
yesterday. Yeah, I watched yesterday before the Big Ten games came on. They had it's called Big Ten Journey, and they do some stories about the Big Ten. And they had uh, Sam Hoiberg, Fred Hoiberg's son. Who's a senior this year, graduated. But and I learned get a little bit more respect for Greg Gard. They had his son's a senior this year on the team, and it showed him at home and what he's gone through, and it was a good piece, and
Yeah,
it
they do
actually
good
showed
pieces.
Greg Gard crying, which gave me a little bit more. But it's amazing those kids, and when his son decided he was going to, of course, he was going to go to Wisconsin no matter what, but he told his son, he said, "Now you can come to Wisconsin, but you're not going to play,"
Yeah.
which
Did you see the
you know,
Did you see the Did you see the video from a week or two ago when he got in late in the game?
yeah,
Hit a
yeah, I
three?
got
He
I
hit
hit
a
a
three.
3, yeah,
Yeah.
That was it was
Yeah.
senior night, senior day or something. I think just an exciting time of the year, and um, I guess the NBA is getting too excited, but I don't get too excited about the NBA.
No,
But
not at
uh,
all.
but another thing going on this week is NFL free agency. A lot of moves there on the NFL, and
Yeah.
I see Kyler Murray's going to the Vikings. I don't know what to think of that. I think J.J. McCarthy might be in trouble. I think they might have wasted a draft pick
Yeah,
when they
for
took
sure.
him. But I think when they took him, I thought, what the hell are they doing? But I don't know if Murray's the answer, but Sam Darnold certainly helped them in the 1 year he was there. So, as
They're
we talked,
talking.
go ahead.
They're talking Richardson might come to the Packers.
He's terrible. I don't. I mean, the kid is such a stud. Just the way he's built and everything. He doesn't have it upstairs. He just and he can throw a deep ball like crazy, but he cannot throw a 10-yard fade. I mean, there's no. I mean, across the middle, there's no way. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad for
Do you,
Malik Willis going to Miami. I think he'll do a really good
yeah,
job down there.
yeah.
But
He's going to be a stud. Yep.
man, I'd like to see
Yep.
the Packers get somebody different than that, though. But
What do you think about Pittman going to the Steelers? Do you think that means give more of a chance for Rodgers to come back to Pittsburgh?
Well, he's got DK Metcalf and Pittman now. I mean, plus he loves that the Fryermuth, a big
Yeah.
tight end. I think he's come back. I don't know what's he got till June 1st to make a decision, or I don't know when he's got. I mean, you would kind of want him in OTAs or whatever that is prior to that, but I don't. My gut says he's coming back for another year at least.
Did you hear he said that after he retires, which maybe another year, you will not hear from him again?
Oh
He's
yeah,
going to disappear. He's
yeah,
gone,
yeah.
done.
I
Yep.
can see him doing that. I can see
Yeah.
him going in some darkness or buying some island or something. Him and his wife just setting up shop and.
Yep.
Uh, I guess I don't know if he sold his Malibu house or he was thinking about it because he said the stalkers were just unbelievable out there, would not leave him alone. And I could see
Yeah.
being right there on the ocean, you probably got boats going by, you got drones probably flying all over the place. And I can see him finding some place to go that nobody will find him. It could be,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he knows where it's at. It could be some Tahiti or who the hell knows where it is, but I could see him going away and maybe coming back for a reunion or something at Lambeau or something someday. And then, of course, I think he'd come back for the Hall of Fame. But
I think a lot of these very wealthy sports people go to Monaco because of the taxes. I don't believe there's any taxes there. I can't imagine what Rodgers is paying out in California under his taxes.
I think that's another reason he probably wants to get rid of it. But it's yeah, they do have a lot of money. I can see him ended up. Hell, I don't even know if the Hall of Fame will be able to find him and tell him he's in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I'm sure he won't be. I'm sure he'll call in the McAfee show once in a while. I don't think but I don't think if he's somewhere, he's going to have a compound somewhere that people can't get into, and that's just the way he is. That's his lifestyle, and hell, we'll be playing. Well, we start football again next week. That UFL starts again. I listened to that sports show with Chris Childers and Rick Neuheisel. I forget the name of the show. It's on Sirius every morning. But Rick Neuheisel is a new coach of the Dallas UFL team, and he was talking about them coming along. They got some interesting new rules that. If a field goal's over 60 yards, it's 4 points now in that league, which makes a lot of sense, really. And then you only have to get 1 foot in to be a complete catch. And it's interesting because if you watch those games, you can listen to the coach give the quarterback that plays and the quarterback talking and all that stuff. It's pretty interesting to watch. But then we'll have the draft in Pittsburgh, which will be an exciting time. I think Pittsburgh will do a really good job with the draft, probably about like Green Bay did when they had the draft. But
Yep. And then the World Baseball Classic.
yeah, we're coming down to the wire. We got the United States against the Dominican Republic and Italy against Venezuela, which will be exciting. Yeah, the Dominican Republic is coached by Albert Pujols, and man, they got a loaded team. I mean, they got so the next 2 games will be it'll be exciting. I don't know if the USA can pull it off or not, but Venezuela beat Japan last night. That was a pretty exciting game. But
Japan was the reigning champion. Tonight's the U.S. Yep.
Yeah, U.S. and Dominican Republic. So it's I think Purdue and Michigan's at 3:30, and then that follows that. So it'll be another lazy day on the couch watching TV. Although if it's warm enough, maybe come up there while
shovel snow.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It's life goes on, and you have to deal with it. There's nothing you're going to do about it. You're not going to change Mother Nature. So
no. We're supposed to be in the 50s late next week. So
yeah, it's crazy this time of year. You just never know what the weather's going to be.
Hey, Tommy, I forgot to tell you one thing when I was talking about the state tournament lineup. So last night, I'm sitting near the top of the first level. There's 2 levels in the Nina school. Here comes this guy that sits right ahead of me. I could not see the lane on our end underneath the hoop because his head was so goddamn big. Look how big that guy's head is.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Plus, he looked like a big guy. He was a big guy.
He was huge. He was huge, but I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna have to move. But actually, it wasn't too bad. I just kind of maneuvered my way
Now,
around it.
when
But
you
his head
those
took
weren't
up the whole lane.
they weren't reserved seats, were they? You just got to
No,
go. Yeah.
no.
Whenever that happens, I like to go early so I make sure I get the kind of seat that I want rather than have to,
Well,
trample across
yeah,
people. And
we were one of the first ones in line, and it was funny. We went to watch Seymour down in Milwaukee before. I think it was right after Christmas, and there were fans from Seymour that approached Jill and me because they recognized us and wanted to say hello. So
oh,
that
because
was
you
kind of
lived up
cool.
there, because you lived up
Because we
there, or
No, because we had seen them in Milwaukee, and they remembered us from the
oh,
game
from
there.
the other one.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah,
that's kind of
yeah.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
So we kind of became Seymour fans last
Now,
night.
where is
We're
Seymour at? Where's Seymour at?
just it's a town of about 2,400 just west of Green Bay. But they're a
Oh,
D3
okay.
school, very small town, but they pull in kids from all over. They've always got good sports up there, especially basketball.
Now, state finals next week.
Yeah, Thursday through Saturday.
So you guys will go down for the whole thing. You usually
Yep.
go for the whole thing, don't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Are the fries going down
Yep.
or no?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know Randy
Yeah.
and Kathy are busy with parents, but
Hey, you
yeah,
said that. Backtrack a little bit. You said Sam and Kayla was in Texas. What are they doing in Texas?
visiting Kaylee's sister
Oh,
and
that's right. I forgot they lived there. Yeah, I forgot they
Amber
lived
and
there.
Ty. Yep. Yep.
Does
They'll be
Sam
back
have some
Tuesday.
vacation time or just days
He
off
took
here
some.
and there? Just days
Yep.
off here
He
and
took some
there.
time.
So his job's going well.
Very well. Yep. They drove to Chicago and flew out on Friday.
Oh,
Friday,
okay.
and it was very
Okay.
windy, so they were delayed about 3 hours, but they
Oh,
did get
yeah, it
off the
was
ground.
terrible.
He said Holland was extremely excited with the turbulence, and Sam said he was about ready to throw up. It was so bad. So,
Penny said when she went to Vegas, she said it was the worst turbulence that she's ever been on. Now
I hate
coming back,
turbulence.
she said it was
Man.
terrible. She's coming back. I I'll tell you what. I was flying from Chicago to Appleton on Air Wisconsin 50 years ago, and it was a windy day. It was during the winter, and I was going to training school up there, and I sitting. It's one of those one seats. I think held 18 people, and I sitting in the front row next to the guy, and I come to find out he's a pilot. But I'll tell you what, Mike, that plane was bouncing. I was about to lose everything. I was going nuts, and I was gripping the damn. He could tell I was nervous, and he said, turbulence has never taken a plane down. He said it'll never
Right.
happen. I
Yep.
said, well, he said, the only thing that could happen is a rivet could come loose. And I thought, what the hell? So a rivet comes loose. Okay, so
My
15 rivets come loose and the damn wing goes off,
My worst time was about 25 years ago. Jill and I were flying home from Hawaii. I knew we were over the water, which drives me nuts. About an hour into the flight after leaving Honolulu, and we hit some turbulence. I saw a plate of food go flying. The pilots came on and told the flight attendants to sit down, and for an hour and 45 minutes, you could hear the engines just screaming, trying to go up and come down, trying to get out of that turbulence. And I turned around. We were in the last row, which is terrible for turbulence. We were in the very last row of the plane, huge plane. And I turned around to the flight attendant sitting back in the galley. I said, "Are we okay?" Now, you would think she would say, "Yeah, it's fine, no big deal." Quote unquote, she said, "This is really bad."
Oh my God.
I
And
was
then
holding my hand.
you're over water. You're not, I mean, you only know there's only one place to go, right?
And I was holding the hand. Jill and I we were praying. The girl next to me, she was flying to Paris. We were on our way to Chicago. She had her head in her lap, holding on to my hand across the aisle. She was crying. It was terrible.
Oh my God, I can't stand
So,
it. Yeah,
uh,
and I was on another flight like that. It wasn't near that bad, but there was people screaming, "Oh my God, I'm going to die!" And I'm going, "Oh my God, I mean, as many times as I flew, I mean, there was numerous times, but yeah, that turbulence, I just don't like that turbulence at all.
no, me neither. Not at all. What do we got next on their list here?
Well, I thought I'd take a different view. Yeah, it's a sponsor, our Healthy Prelude sponsor, Anna
Okay.
Smart, rebuilding their facility. You went there last week. What, you got an update?
I do. First of all, First of all, Anna's been doing a cleanse, and I'm not going to describe it because I'll screw it all up. You should say she looks fantastic.
Really?
She is, I think, at or below her high school weight and looks absolutely amazing. We're actually going to meet with her, Jill and I are, the next time we have an appointment with her to get on some sort of regime. She did some sort of body cleanse, and she said, you won't believe what came out of her body. And she's lost a ton of weight and looks great. But anyway, we walked up to her new facility after our massages, and the outside of the structure is completely done. The inside, all the walls are up. They still have the sheetrock, but she thinks she'll be in it in May.
Oh,
So
really?
it's coming along very well.
Great.
It's much smaller than what she had prior, but she's got everything she needs. She's going to have 2 massage rooms. I know she's going to have a salt wall treatment area, a infrared sauna area, and a kitchen area, and a place to do yoga and stuff like that. So it's looking very nice, very nice.
Well, I've always talked about products from Healthy Prelude. That you led me right into it. I'm going to talk about yoga today, which is something that she does offer, and I know that once the building is available, it will be offered. But she had Saturday morning yoga. I don't know if she'll have it or not. She said they usually begin at 7 a.m. And she said yoga is a hatha-based flow with certified yoga instructors. I think she being one of them. Said they do a mix of slow flow to power yoga. Most ages and abilities are welcome to join. Please speak to the instructor if you have any constrictions or injuries. We can help to modify for you. Bring a mat and a water bottle, a towel if you sweat a lot. Wear yoga type clothes or items that allow free movement. Now, yoga type clothes, I don't want you wearing any of those like you see in Walmart, but just wear your yoga type clothes. Some of those yoga pants in Walmart, I don't know where in the hell they get them, but I don't know how they fit in them. I can tell you that. I don't know.
I've told her twice. I said she should do 2 things for yoga. One, serve wine, or do nude yoga.
Yeah,
I think
that's
she
right.
wants to do either one.
No, I don't think so. But anyway, she says her classes are non-judgmental and is always welcoming of new members. So again, once she gets back on track, go to healthyprelude.com and check out the yoga. Mike says May, maybe the 1st of June. If you want to do yoga up in the Elroy, Kendall, Toma area, just go to healthyprelude.com and she'll be glad to help you. But a great lady, has a great business, has great products, and go there and do yoga on Saturday mornings. She may even offer goat yoga. Who knows? I don't know.
We speaking of her products, we had our massages, like I said, last Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it was, and we bought sunscreen, and Jill bought face lotion and some other type of lotion from Anna. That's the only place we're getting it.
Yeah.
Her stuff. It's just natural. We know what's in it. She
Sure.
knows what she's talking about.
Sure.
So, good stuff.
Well, Colonel, we got a conspiracy theory we want to talk about today. What do you got going today?
Well, I was going to talk about the World Health Organization, but I found something different. I'm just going to read it. It's very interesting. Mark Middleton's death. Mark Middleton was a former special assistant to President Bill Clinton, and Mark died on May 7th, 2022 at the age of 59. His death occurred at Heifer Ranch in Perryville, Arkansas, and was ruled a suicide. Now listen to this. Middleton was found hanging from a tree with an electrical cord around his neck. He also had a shotgun wound to his chest. Suicide. Initial reports suggest no weapon was found, but later documents confirmed a shotgun was located approximately 30 feet from his body. Again, suicide. Following his death, Middleton's family sought to seal photographs and other media related to the incident to protect their privacy and prevent conspiracy theories. A judge granted this request, citing the family's distress from harassment and speculation surrounding his death. Middleton's connections to high-profile figures, including Jeffrey Epstein and his role in the Clinton administration, led to various conspiracy theories about his death. Some speculated that he was murdered, linking him to the so-called Clinton body count conspiracy theory, which alleges that numerous individuals connected to the Clintons have died under suspicious circumstances. And I know Jill has read the book, and there's been like close to 60. Middleton's family stated that he struggled with depression and was receiving treatment prior to his death. Now, he had a cord around his neck
and shot himself
30 feet away.
So he shot himself. So he shot himself through the shotgun 30 yards, and then jumped off a chair.
But Jill told me that the coroner or whomever does the autopsies, it's kind of the same guy all the time. So he
Yeah.
must be being paid off by the
Oh, I'm
Clintons, and
sure.
again,
I'm
again
sure.
ruled this a suicide. So Mark Middleton
I wonder how many
is
people
his name.
in Arkansas died compared to like in Washington D.C. and that. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Anytime that they got somebody that might be gonna, put something out publicly about them, I'm sure they get
Yeah,
rid of him, and they must have a hit
yeah.
man that does that. Maybe one of these days they'll find the hit man and you know uh, and see what's going on.
Well, even a lot of the state patrol guys that used to guard the Clintons, when they were down in Arkansas when Bill was a governor, have ended up dead.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you
It's
know too much, you're gone.
yeah, it's crazy that. What's the name of that book? You remember the name of that book?
I'll have to get it from Joe. I'll
Yeah,
find out what it
it's
is. Yeah.
crazy. It'd be interesting to read, just because
Gosh,
yeah, you hear about it all the time. I mean, it's I'm sure anything that could implicate them, they're going to make sure that they're gone and taken care of. And
yeah.
they probably got some old redneck from Arkansas that's their hit man, and they just keep feeding him meth, and he goes and kills people for him. It's just kind of crazy. Well, we're bringing back one of our favorite subjects. It's high or low, buy or sell. We don't use those terms. We call it spit or swallow. So if you're for something, you swallow it, and if you are against something, you spit. And then we'll talk a little bit about these things going on. So first thing, Mike, is women with tattoos. What do you do on that one?
Swallow for sure. Jill's got one. Both my daughter-in-laws have one. They have meaning to them. I'm going to show you a picture. I had a boss once that said, if my daughters ever came home with tattoos, I'd take a wire brush to them. And I'm thinking, what? But would you kick something like this out of bed?
I take a wire brush to her. I can tell you that right now.
No, I have, as long as they, I like it when they have meaning, or I have no problem with tattoos when they have meaning. I don't want them like on the face and all over, but I could care less. I think it's, like with this woman here that I just showed you, very sexy.
It used to bother me big time. I'll swallow too because it doesn't bother me as much as it did. I don't really like the arms, sleeves, and all that, and like you said, facial tattoos. But sporadically throughout the body, strategically placed, and yeah, look at that. Yeah, I don't know who she is, but
I don't either. I
I'd
think she
take
lives
my
next
I'd
door.
take I'd take my wire brush to that anytime. I don't know what I'd do with it. I don't know what I'd do with it, but yeah, I don't know. I think I've told you in the past. My daughter went to Florida on spring break and got a tattoo. I don't even remember what it says, but it's some saying that has had to do with passion. Because growing up, I always use that word about being passionate about playing basketball or whatever you do in life. Be passionate about it, and I think she said life without passion is death. I think that's what she had written or something like that is but yeah, it doesn't bother me. It used to bother me, but it doesn't really bother me anymore. And you see more and more of it. Um, they used to come out with a stramp tamp in the back. That was a big thing for women to
Hmm.
get so they could keep it hidden. And then when they'd bend over, man, it'd be kind of sexy to see some nice looking women bend over and see the tramp stamp. But uh, okay, you wanted to talk about the Oconto School District, spit or swallow, and I can't determine what I would do, but after you talk about it, I might determine. But
Well, this is definitely a spit. It's more of a sickening thing that I was going to bring up. For over 20 years now, Oconto is just north of Green Bay in the school district. I'm not sure the size, but since the early 2000s, they have had a sexual scandal going on at the school with a number, I think, close to a dozen teachers, and multiple staff members abused or groomed students from 2005 to 2025. I'm not going to mention any names, but here's one teacher that has 11 felony counts, and another teacher that has pled no contest to third-degree sexual assault. And from what I read, I'm not going to read all of this stuff, but there's been many, many, many teachers and administrators that have been a part of this sexual grooming at Oconto Schools District, and nothing's been done to it till it's kind of came to light now. and the feds are involved. So definitely a spit situation. It's sad when we've seen it in our home school district of
Oh yeah, yeah.
inappropriate relationships, and
It happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. It's
everywhere.
kind of crazy. But up there north of Green Bay, hell, those are inbreds up there. Hell, that's in the Upper Peninsula, most of Michigan. No, I mean, who in hell knows? Can you imagine? Can you imagine sending your kid to school and where teachers are supposed to take care of your kid, and then down the road you find out that, and you know what? Every once in a while I'm at school, I'll look around at the teachers that are there, and you go and the coaches. And again, I think I've said in the past, I don't condone it whatsoever, but if you're a coach and you're around an 18-year-old that you spend time with all the time, I mean, and a lot of these coaches are in their middle 20s because they're just out of college, and so you're really the only age difference is 6 to 8 years. I don't condone it. I can see how it happens because I'll tell you what, girls today, women today are so sexually advanced. It's crazy of the things they do. And because of social media, it's, they want to snap a picture and make sure they publicize it and then talk about, coach did this. I mean, it's kind of crazy what's going on with everything going on, but it's nuts.
We had an administrator, and again, no names, but you know him, that was let go years ago, and he was getting shoulder rubs from girls. He would leave them notes. He even told a good friend of ours this one girl's period cycle. He knew her period cycle. Now, this guy's an administrator, and he asked his wife, he wanted his wife to be okay with him having a group of girls do a sleepover at his house. This guy was an administrator. And he was let go, but of course, nothing can be said, so he just moves on to a different district.
Well, I'm sure he had girls too, and I'm sure when the girls had girls over, I mean, he probably had a good time. I mean, what the hell? I mean, it's it's kind of crazy. It's just nuts what goes on nowadays. It's All right, spit or swallow, thongs or briefs.
Depends.
No, you mean depends?
No, not depends.
Oh,
not depends. If it's a good shape, love a good thong, but
even good shape sometimes in the right kind of briefs that kind of fit up on their, cause it's kind of nice. It's kind of, as you're walking through the store, the grocery store, whatever, and you get somebody that's in a tight pair. A lot of them will wear light colored tight yoga pants, and you can see they either don't have anything on or they got a thong on, and then you start using your imagination, think, is there anything under there, or is it, is it,
linoleum?
Yeah, that's right. Then again, we're back at Walmart. You wonder how how do they make those thongs that big? I don't know how in the hell they make those things that big. And would you want to smell that thing when they take it off? But nowadays on the internet, you can buy anything. You can buy any size you want. You can buy whatever. I mean, it's amazing the things that you can buy on the internet. It's just real quick story about the internet, completely off subject. But I went to the doctor this week about my back. I had an MRI done, and basically the doctor, I was talking to him about getting an injection, and he came in. He says, your MRI shows, only thing it shows is old age. Your discs are degenerating, and there's really nothing we can do about it. And he said, the only thing, he said, I can give you an injection. It's only going to last probably 3 to 6 months. And he said, there is this procedure I can do. It's electroanalysis. And he said, I'll hook you up to these wires and stuff. And he said, it's about a 45-minute treatment. He said, it'll cost about $2,500. Or he said, you can go on Amazon and buy this thing for $38 and you can do it at home.
I've got one.
And I said, wait. He said, no, Tom, I'm just telling. He said, if you want me to do the treatment, I'll be glad to do it. But why would you want Medicare to spend the money? And so Penny went online, ordered it, and this thing's fantastic.
Yeah, I've used mine many, many times.
Yeah, it's great. It's and I'm just talking about the internet and anything that's available on there. It's called a TENS, TENS unit, and it's you just put it on there and you set your pulsating, and you leave it on there for 30 minutes, and I've used it 3 or 4 times, and it seems to be helping. So.
Yeah, it like grabs your skin, but also
gives
you a little shock.
Yeah, it does. I
I
do too. I was thinking about putting it on the head of my penis, but I don't know if it'll work or not. It's awful big to go on the head of your penis, but
Put it down there and then turn it completely up.
yeah, turn it all the way up.
Yeah, I love mine. I bought mine probably 3, 4 years ago, and haven't
Really?
used it lately because my back's been in good shape since I've been exercising. But 3 or 4 years ago, God, I'm knocking everything over. 3 or 4 years ago, when I was having back issues, I would put that thing on religiously, and
Huh.
I even gave it to
Yeah.
my dad to use a few
I just
times.
thought it was
Yeah,
interesting. The doctor today, who normally wants to spend a lot of money. I mean, I like this guy. He's very honest and stuff. But it's pretty interesting that he that did say that.
yeah,
Spit or swallow? Yeah, I don't know if you have it up there, but we've got this big issue down in the state of Indiana about water shortages. And what's happening is, particularly west of us in Lebanon, Indiana, Eli Lilly is building a $7 billion facility
yeah.
to make these new weight loss drugs, and they're getting their water from the Wabash River in Lafayette. But there's a reservoir west of Indianapolis called Eagle Creek Reservoir that the Indianapolis Water Company put in years ago. There's it's called LEAP, and it's a data center that's wanting to draw water from there, and they want to pull 50 million gallons a day from this reservoir, and then bring the water back, supposedly cleansed and everything ready to go. And the people are just having a crazy uproaring about it. And I'm not sure how I feel on it. I like to see advancement, like see things grow. But when you're talking, I mean, I don't know how many millions of gallons are in a reservoir. I don't know. Would 50 million gallons drain the thing down? I have no idea. And then the same thing here in our little town of Cicero. I mean, they're fighting putting new housing additions in because they say we're out of water. There's no
Mhm.
more water available. And we have a reservoir right here by us that the Indianapolis Water Company owns, and they will not sell Cicero water out of that reservoir. It don't make a lot of sense. It's just
Hmm.
politics are so crazy. But in the state of Indiana, with all the data centers are going up, I don't know if you have any up there that's going in too,
Yeah,
but they pull a lot of water to clean. I don't know what they do to run the air to cool the machines or whatever, but there's all kinds of water shortages supposedly going on in the state of Indiana, and I find it just kind of crazy that we would have a water shortage, but it just seems to be in the news every day. And I can't swallow that because although it's water, I don't want to swallow it. I think I'd spit it out because I think that
yeah,
I don't know. I say if you take too much water, eventually you're not going to have any at all. So it's kind of
yeah. We've
crazy.
heard the same thing up here too with those data centers, the AI or whatever. I don't know a lot about them, but I know between the power, the land usage, and the water, there's a lot of uproar about that. I don't think we know enough about it yet.
Yeah,
So
this AI thing is getting it's almost scary. I'll tell you what, some of the things you can find on the internet AI now, it's just and these
you don't know
kids in
what's true.
college now, I mean they're writing their papers for them. I mean, are these kids going to be intelligent? Or we got? I mean, of course, who knows? Eventually, we might be ran by AI. Who knows? Who knows what's
I,
going to
I
happen in the
just
future?
I just read where the VA is going to go back to 2010 and run disability claims through AI because there are certain companies that have worked with veterans that write in favor of the veteran, but it's not the appropriate medical, I guess, synopsis of what's going on with their treatment. So the VA is going to run these papers or whatever questionnaires through AI to see if they can come up with any discrepancies, and then probably it's going to probably hurt a lot of veterans that are receiving disability benefits. But some of these companies weren't doing it the right way to begin with, so they're looking for those
You think they'd take
discrepancies.
their benefits away from them?
Probably,
That's
or
crazy.
at least they would make the veteran go to a qualified
Yeah,
medical
that's true.
company to get it redone.
I would
But
hope they would do that. I'd hate to see some of these guys lose their medical
yeah,
benefits, but
yeah, yeah, and not to
okay.
their fault.
Last thing here: spit or swallow, cuddling or PDA, public displays of affection. I'm kind of crazy. I mean, I'm not crazy about this. I don't know why I don't, but Penny and we don't have any public displays of affection. I mean, we'll kiss once in a while, but I mean, we'll go out with some people, and I know going into the restaurants, they hold hands from the car to the restaurants. I mean, Penny, we don't do that. I don't. I mean, I don't know if that's a negative against me, and I really haven't even talked about her whether she wants that done or not. But I don't know. What do you feel about public displays of affection?
Well, I'm okay with it because Jill and I just made love out in the driveway last night, and there was a bunch of people watching. So
Oh, the snow. Oh, those aren't
yeah,
snow angels out there. Those are. Oh, and
no,
the dribble from there back to the door was the leaking of your penis afterwards, right?
there's
The
nothing there.
dust, the
Prostate's
dusk,
gone.
the dust.
No, we very rarely will hold hands for a little bit and maybe a quick kiss. Otherwise, I see people making out or something. I
I
don't
know.
really
I
care for
just
that. It's
no,
like
I
do that in
don't.
your
I mean,
public or in your private, the privacy of your
yeah.
home.
Or they put their arm around
Holding
him, and
hands or something.
I mean, I would probably
Quick
do
hug.
if she grabs my hand. I mean, I'll hold her hand, but I don't make an attempt
Yeah.
to do that. And then actually, we don't cuddle a lot. I mean, we don't sit on the couch together. We kind of sit in separate
No.
chairs, and we don't do that at night. And I don't know. Rather
Same.
than I don't know that I've ever really cuddled a lot. Of course, I like hugs. I'm a hugging person, so I mean, it's
Yeah. Me too. Yep.
but
Yep.
and there's some women you meet, you probably rather than hug, you cuddle while you're hugging them. But I want my wife to know that. So it's
Yeah. I think we're the same.
well, that was the most popular segment we have called Spit or Swallow. A lot of you listeners have said how much you like that segment, and we will continue that in future podcasts. So as we move on, we're not going to spit or swallow this. I think we're going to swallow this next in our sponsor, Trailview Meats.
Yep, Trailview Meats, Cody Vossen, the owner, a couple of miles outside of Elroy on Highway 71. Cody can, if you have meat needs, if you want fresh hamburger, roast ribs, short ribs, anything you want, get a hold of Cody Vossen on Highway 71. His beef is homegrown. You know what's going inside those animals, and Cody's state certified and can get you anything you need. So if you're interested and have some meat needs and don't want to buy it from the store, get a hold of Cody or Tom or me, and we can hook you up with Cody. Like I've said in the past, we get our meat supply from Cody, and it's always delicious. So good stuff. That's Trailview Meats, located a couple of miles outside of Elroy on Highway 71.
Do you know how he's doing with that? Does he sell quite a bit to people around that area, or I mean?
I think he is. I know he told me in the past he supplies all the hamburger to Hillsborough Brewing Company.
You told me that, yeah.
Yeah, and
I mean, he's a physical therapist over at Boston Hospital, right? And that's his.
Yeah, that's his main job. And then him and his dad have the ranch. The two family, Cody's house is right next to their ranch, and they've got quite a spread there. And I know in the past they've got a few hundred, 100+ beef cattle out there, and they do a lot. So it's good meat. That's all we buy.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, it's better to buy that and this processed stuff that comes through the stores. I mean, I buy a lot of meat at Sam's, and they have Angus, they have Prime, and then they have Choice, and I always try to buy the Prime, which is supposed to be better. But if you can find, and we have several of them around here too, if you can find a local rancher farmer that raises their own cattle, I think it's probably better food for you.
well, if you want some in May when we come down, I could haul some down.
Yeah, I might talk to you about that before you come down.
Yep.
So that's
Yep. Okay.
speaking of May, we got a couple things here I want to talk about here in the next, but I thought we'd bring back a segment called Bigg's Poetry, and Rachel's birthday is coming up, and as you all know, she's getting married, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but I found a poem that I wrote when she went to college, and when I write some poetry, and you go back and you read back through it, and you think, man, it kind of is apropos to today, so I thought I'd read this in future ones. I've even got some that I wrote about Sam anyway. I might pull that out of the archives too. But this one's called The Nest Is Now Empty. When she was first born, we marveled at what a miracle had just happened to us. She was beautiful, healthy, and our dreams for her future we thought were just. As she grew, we taught her the things that we thought would do her the best. We wanted for her to be like, but so much different than the rest. We protected her and gave her every opportunity that she could possibly get. Whether our care, our persistent encouragement paid off, we don't know yet. But she has already made us so very, very proud. As she grew up and now graduated on to college, we have screamed with joy so loud. The key for her is to realize that she has a support system back at home that will have her back no matter where she might roam. And no matter how rough it may seem to get from time to time, the lessons she's been taught, the values instilled will be worth every dime. Now's the time in her life to live and capture every possible moment she can, knowing that life doesn't always work according to your master plan. But to have fun, enjoy the journey, and always be willing to help your fellow man. Be enthused, inspired, and dedicated, knowing that anything you try, you can. We will miss her more than she will ever realize at this time, and worry all the time that she doesn't drink too much of that traditional lime. Be safe, our beautiful baby. Give it everything you possibly have to give, knowing that you get what you put into it, and what you learn will make you live. You will be successful because you know how to achieve the ultimate goal. Be yourself, never forget where you come from, and always follow your soul. We will always be here for whatever you might need. Be kind, be courteous, be helpful, be encouraging, be who you are, be successful, we plea. We love you and oh, so very proud of the woman you have become. Fly away, but never forget where you are is your home. That was a poem I wrote about Rachel when she went to college, and now she's about to embark on the next, we call the wedding planner. She's about to embark on a wedding here in about 9 weeks. May the 9th, 1926, our daughter Rachel will tie the knot with Dalvoris King. And just a brief, I think she sent out, save the dates, and I think she sent out invitations already. But Penny's been doing flowers for 3 or 4 weeks now. She finds she's saving as much money as she can. We told Rachel that if she wanted a big wedding that we would do it, but we certainly had a goal, a goal that we wanted to spend. So Penny's finding everything. She actually is buying flowers from China. I hope they don't disintegrate during the wedding, but she's been putting microphones in them. Yeah, they probably do. She's been doing boutonnieres and all kinds of stuff, and then. I know Rachel's been over here. Penny's working on her dress, and she's working on Ayla's dress, and actually told me this week that I need to find a beige suit. Can you imagine this ugly body in a beige suit? What the hell is that going to look like? But she said, "Now I can buy you one. I can buy you one on the internet." I said, "No way. I'm going to go to like Men's Warehouse or some clothing store and get me a suit that they fit properly." So.
You said a couple of things in that poem. One is, I think it's so important for our kids to know we have their backs, through the good times and the bad. And the other thing, Jill and I were just talking about this the other day, about like drinking when our kids, if they drank in high school and blah, 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 blah. We know they did, but it's not, I think to be successful, and you have been this way too with your kids, it's not that you want them to fear you. You want them to realize that if they do X, how disappointing it would be to you, and have that mutual respect for each other. And I think that's the success to parenting, not the fear of God.
Right. And I think it's important that now that they've gotten older, that, the older I get, I'm more emotional and I show more emotion, but growing up in our family, my background was no emotion. I mean, I didn't show a lot of emotion, and I know you're the same way. I mean, we've talked about this as kids. We were never told that we were loved or anything like that, and I wasn't hugged. And so to show a lot of emotion, and my kids, Rachel and Angie they get pretty emotional. Mike does not show a lot of emotion. He's the type of guy that's pretty stoic and doesn't show a lot of emotion, but I think we get to an age, and you're not quite as old as I am, but I think you realize that you just want your kids to be appreciative of what you've done for them, and realize, it wasn't that you didn't want them to do this. It's just that you want them to do this because having been successful, this is what's going to be for you to be the most successful. And that's and again, today I still feel pretty badly when things go wrong with them, and I know a lot of times you can't step in. We do. We help them as far as emotion. We help them emotionally, monetarily, in any way we can to support them. But there comes a point in time too in life when, as older we get, you just have to say no. I don't have. Do you have the money? Probably, but no, I think you need to learn a lesson by doing this. And the same way with the grandkids, I'm taking Ayla over to high school after school every day and working with her on basketball for 45 minutes, and just and I try to tell her that yes, I'm yelling at you, but the reason I want you to get better. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have a passion about doing this, and I think it's the same way about our kids. Growing up, we knew the direction they should take, and we kind of tried to lead them in that direction. Not that we always did the best job, but I mean, from you, I think you got to be, and I know you are extremely proud of how your kids have turned out and what they've done. And I mean, you know, it's got to be fantastically full of pride that Jacob's followed your footsteps into the military. And you know, and now Sam has a great job doing it. I mean, Sam was built for sales. I think Sam will be very
Mm-hmm.
successful in sales without question. He's just got that personality. And
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, I got two teachers, and I've got a son who owns his own business, and he struggles a little bit at times. But I mean, I think
Struggling's
we
good though.
it is good. It is
Struggling's
good.
struggling's good.
Yeah, he told me yesterday he needs a new truck, and you know, I told him I'd start looking around. Not that I'm going to buy it, but I said I'd start looking around trying to find you one. But I don't think we ever get too old to help our kids and try to.
No.
And I try to, and I think we always are teaching. Well, you know, it may
Yeah.
be in a small, subtle way that we're teaching, but I think it's important that we do that. And
Well, they're teaching us too because the other night we were at a basketball game. Sam got mad at me, and rightfully so. This team had a very cocky, very good player, but very cocky. And I kind of came off the bench once and, you know, did one of these like, no, you did follow the guy. Well, then me and the kid started jaw jacking back and forth, and Sam got pissed off at me, and rightfully so. You know, he's like, Dad, he's 17. You know, I'm
yeah,
60. I should know better. But yeah, we learn
yeah.
from them just like they can learn from us.
Oh, without question, without question. But the wedding is going well. Yes, the other day Rachel was talking to Dalvoris's mom, and or talking to Dalvoris, and Dalvoris, I don't know what brought it up, but she was talking about the father-daughter dance and the tradition at weddings, and she said, "Now you know you have to dance with your mother," and he said, "I ain't dancing with my mother." She said, "What?" He said, "She said it's a tradition." He said, "No, not my family. It's not." I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not dancing with my mother." And she said, "What do you mean you're not dancing?" So she got his mother on the phone. And I didn't hear the other end of the conversation. I don't know what happened to that, but again, I hope and pray this marriage lasts. I mean, they've been living together for what, 10 years now, so I mean, they
Hmm.
know each other. And is this direction that I would have went? Probably not. But again, as we say, we got to let our kids do their things and make mistakes as they see it. I don't think that this. I think it'll be successful without question. But again, if you live together that long, is marriage that important that you have to do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Rachel's always wanted a big wedding, so it's hers to have. And May 9th, we're winding down, getting everything in order. And so I'm sure the invitations, if they haven't been sent out, are being sent out. And we hope that all you that are listening that are invited certainly can come. And if you're not invited, you can come. And as we get closer, I'll tell you where it's at. And hell, we might have 1,000 people show up. Who knows? So
Yep. Good stuff. It's right around the corner.
it is, yeah. Let's go with our last sponsor here before we go to the final thing. I didn't talk about this last week, but Erica's Place, two locations, 40 West Jackson Street in Cicero here, Indiana, and 654 Logan Street in Noblesville. The Noblesville location is open during construction of the street. You can go down Indiana 19 and turn across the bridge. It'll take you to Erica's. Breakfast is served all day. They have daily specials, fish and chips, lasagna, beans, cornbread, noodles, and lasagna. Today I want to talk about a Reuben sandwich. Tasty roast beef, the sauerkraut Swiss cheese on marble rye bread served with Thousand Island dressing and fries. Man, that sounds good. They have a senior menu. They're open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. on today. If you love great food, please visit Erica's Place in Cicero, Noblesville, and carry out is available. Just call the number, and they'll be glad to have your order ready for you. And the last thing I just want to talk real quick, Knowledge Corner. We want to talk about what we've learned this week, and I wanted to bring this up real quick. I was at the school the other day. I went to the front office to talk to a lady in finance about something that I need to talk to her about, and as I came through, the kids, there's like 6 high school kids talking to a teacher there, and they were talking about pickleball, and this kid was talking about the kitchen, and I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Well, the kitchen and pickleball." I said, "What the hell's the kitchen and pickleball?" He said, "Well, the 2 lines closest to the net is called the kitchen, and you can't step into the kitchen to hit a ball back unless it bounces." So he says what they don't want you to do is standing by the net and then being able to slam the ball back. So, I mean, that's something I said, you know what? I never knew that. I said, I learned something today that you never, I never knew there was a kitchen in pickleball. So it was, I think I don't think you ever get old enough that you don't learn something. I think you learn something every day. And, I learn more and more stuff every day, a lot more, probably more from my grandkids than I do from anything. But it's kind of interesting to learn things about what you've learned this week or things that you found this week. And, I just learned about Clinton killing people. I mean, I knew they did, but another one that they killed today. So it's kind of interesting that we learned.
Yeah, one thing I learned is Jill and I watched a 2-hour documentary on Susan Smith. Do you remember when she drove her or let her car
kid.
roll into the
Yeah.
yeah, with her kids in it?
Yeah.
And there was some stuff that came out in that 2-hour documentary about her that I never knew. So I didn't know that her and her husband at the time that she killed the boys were actually with other people. They had both been having affairs. They weren't. They were in the process of getting a divorce and so on and so forth. So
Really?
I didn't know that, and I guess I remember that her stepfather had abused her.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Up,
Yeah.
and but there was a lot of depression and so on and so forth. So very interesting. She was denied parole. She can go up for parole every 2 years now.
Huh.
She's done 30 years, and her husband David, her ex-husband David, is hoping she stays locked up forever. But
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, interesting. I got to show you this, Tommy. This is our current. Oh shit! This is our current weather in Wisconsin.
I think a lot of that's coming. It's going to come down south. You can see that right there, south of Chicago. It's going to probably come across northern Indiana, but we're going to get a little bit of it too, I think. So it looks like you guys might have avoided some snow.
Yeah, we've got some rain and ice coming, but we avoided the big stuff, went north, thank God. I know they're up to like 24 inches in some areas up there.
Oh my God. We were talking just the other day, and real quick, about when we lived in Wisconsin. The first year we were there, we had over 100 inches of snow that winter, and we thought, what the hell are we doing? But interesting in Wisconsin, you know this, but people down here don't. We use a lot of salt, but in Wisconsin they use sand. They use a lot of sand, and I'll never forget the county department came and we had that steep driveway. They actually backed up our driveway when it was slick and put sand on our driveway so we could get down, which is nice of them. But a lot of sand.
I used to get pissed because I would call our township to sand our driveway if we got some ice. And I was already paying like $6,600 in taxes living out on Welch Road.
Yeah.
Which we got nothing for. They plowed the top road, but we had our own well and our own septic. So what am I paying for? But then I'd get a bill in the mail for $10 for that sand. I used to get so pissed off. And now, Tom, they don't use side roads, the county roads and stuff, they'll use sand. But now, like around these cities and stuff, they use that liquid brine. So yesterday, before the storm hit, they were spraying that all over the roads.
Oh, okay.
It helps to keep them cleared off.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Hey, one last thing I wanted to share with you. It won't be next Sunday. We'll be they're coming home from state. But the following Sunday, I talked to the owners at Almost Home, and I'm tentatively planning on doing my half of the podcast from Almost Home in Clifton. So hopefully coming to you from that.
What is Almost Home? Oh, is that
it's
the
Rick's?
Right. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be fun.
The lady there, I can't remember her first name. I'll bring her over when I'm there, but I talked to her. Their food is outstanding, and she was talking about their chicken, and she said she cleans the vegetable or the fryers daily. They clean them out.
Yeah.
So it's just the other day I had a French dip there. Oh my God, it's just
Really
amazing, and it's so cheap. It's so inexpensive. So favorite.
And
place.
for people who don't know, it's in a little dinky burg that it's a crossroad, a T road that
Crossroad, yeah.
I mean, what people live there? 10 people might live there. I mean, it's not. Yeah.
I wish on both ends of town it's tiny, very tiny, and somebody had put up signs that said Clifton next 3 exits. I don't know, somebody made them take it down. It was hilarious, but yeah, there's like 10 houses there.
Yeah.
And
Well, that'd be fun.
home.
That'd be fun. So next week you'll be traveling.
Be traveling, but we should be home in the we will be home in the afternoon.
Okay,
so
maybe we could do
I'll
it in the
let you
afternoon
know.
next Sunday. Okay,
Yeah.
and we can talk about the state and all that stuff. So, all right, great. Have a good week.
Hey, you too. You too. Tell everyone hello. And
All right,
love
you too. I love you. Take care, buddy. See ya. Bye.